Well, when you feel the winter chill in Coral Springs, you know it's that time of year. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we are broadcasting live the 2014 Holiday Parade. This year, it is so much fun. The Holiday Parade. My name is Ryan Stout, and we are going to feature a whole plethora of businesses, local businesses in the communities, local charities in the communities. We have a bunch going on for you guys, and we got a cold night ahead of us. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to open this segment up real quick. We have a very special person with us today, Dr. Edna Tello, pediatrician at Broward Health in Coral Springs. And we wanted to open up this feature specifically because we have a mission in Coral Springs, and we've had some issues going on in these past months. If you are a local resident, also if you're a national resident, you might have heard some news. We've had some interesting things go on, and we wanted to get Dr. Tello. Once again, we thank you for coming on, and we just wanted to talk about, let's get right into it. Watch Your Kid. What can you tell us about it?
Thank you so much. Pediatric drowning is the leading cause of preventable death in the state of Florida, and we are here tonight to promote education awareness, to let parents know that at Coral Springs we are committed, at the City of Coral Springs and at Broward Health Coral Springs, committed to prevent pediatric drowning. Our campaign is Watch Your Kid, You'll Be Glad You Did. There are fabulous programs of education through Coral Springs Medical Center, example CPR. We are also collaborating with all the pools in the area and in the community to teach your children how to swim and water safety. And this is our passion, and we're really committed to do something for our community and prevent something like pediatric drownings.
Well, absolutely, and I know we've had some issues in the past couple months with some drownings in the community that are very close to some of our hearts. And like you said before, it is such a tragic incident when it happens. What can people, you mentioned a couple opportunities available, teaching your kids how to swim, putting up fences along the pools. What can people right away take care of if they have kids? What can they do? Where can they contact? What's the first step for them?
Okay, first of all, awareness. Knowing that in Broward County we have over 130,000 pools. That means 3 pools for every child, and this is a preventable death. So to bring awareness is number one. Number two, you can contact Coral Springs Medical Center at 954-344-3000, where we're offering free CPR lessons for every member of the family, and then we can give you more information about water safety and especially pediatric swim lessons and swim lessons for the whole family.
Well, that is just an outstanding thing that you all are doing. And I know, as you can tell in the camera shot, Dr. Tello is dressed up like a snowman. Now, I don't want to give the explanation why you're dressed up like a snowman. I'm going to let you do that.
Yes, it's obviously South Florida. We don't think of snow when we think of South Florida, but you'll see our beautiful people, volunteers from Coral Springs Medical Center, Broward Health Coral Springs, dressed as snowman, promoting Watch Your Kid, You'll Be Glad You Did. Is not a freezing night in South Florida. I'm probably sweating, but thank you so much for this opportunity. And as I said, just watch your children and be aware that this is a preventable tragedy, and that at Broward Health Coral Springs we are committed and we are collaborating with the City of Coral Springs. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Absolutely. This is Dr. Edna Tello, pediatrician at Broward Health Coral Springs. We thank you so much for coming on, not only to talk about what you're doing in Coral Springs and tonight with the Holiday Parade, but making sure these issues can be prevented in the near future. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here on CoralSpringsTV.org with Dr. Tello, pediatrician at Coral Springs, Broward Health, and Broward Health Coral Springs. We're going to let Dr. Tello run over there in her snowman snoot. Hopefully she doesn't sweat too much walking down the street. But they got a long walk, and we got another special guest coming up. We're going to head back right to the parade. We know they got a long walk coming, so you may not see anyone walk up yet, but we're going to jump to that section of the parade, and we're going to see if we can get another interview. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Watch your kid. You'll be glad you did. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to So Much Fun, the 2014 Holiday Parade in Coral Springs. If you're a local resident and you're tuned in, you need to come out here. The weather is beautiful. We got some jackets on. Some of us are sweating walking down the street, but we want to jump right into it. We have an issue going on in Coral Springs. You just got a chance to see Dr. Edna Tello, pediatrician at Broward Health, Coral Springs, talk about this new campaign that's going on in Coral Springs. Watch your kid. Now we have an opportunity to talk to Public Education Officer with the City of Coral Springs Fire Department, Robert Bertoni, excuse me, Italian name. I should have gotten that. Now, Robert, want to get a chance to talk about your position as a public education officer. Just tell us a little bit about what you do and some of the things on a daily basis that you tackle.
The public education officer's role is to look at different community risks and find ways that the fire department can marshal the resources to effectively lower those risks and in some cases eliminate them. Everything from basic fire, home safety, pool safety, issues with the elderly, any kind of a community risk that exists that the fire department is involved in. And when you look at it, we're involved in quite a few because of our role as firefighters and as paramedics in the community.
Well, Robert, we got a chance to talk to Dr. Tello, and you got the flyer right there. I want to get a chance for everyone to see it. A big issue that's going on in Coral Springs the past couple months, like we said before, an issue that has touched a lot of our hearts because a lot of these children that are going through these situations are our neighbors. So I know it's very close to a lot of people's heart in Coral Springs. Let's talk about it. We want to talk about it. We want to inform people about it.
One of the most tragic things that the fire department responds to is the drowning of a young child. It's a tragedy for the family. It's a tragedy for the community. It touches us all deeply. Many of the firefighters, the men and women who serve, are young parents themselves. And it's a tragedy that leaves scars. Unfortunately, as Dr. Tello said, it is frequently a preventable death. If families understood just how quickly a drowning could occur, they would realize it could happen to them. Unfortunately, most people think that it can never happen to them, and that's the first step towards tragedy.
Well, she listed off a couple examples. Taking classes, being able to have CPR classes, any type of training, pools. I mean, I'm a product of Coral Springs, so I know there's plenty of pools in Coral Springs. So having a child gate around the pool, what would you say one of the main issues if they have the statistics of the child drowning? Is it because of the pools? Is it because of the fences not being around? Is it is it a child wandering off?
I think one of the biggest causes of the tragedy is the parents depend on a single resource or a single method to protect their child. What we teach as part of the program in drowning prevention countywide, we have a large coalition countywide that's funded by the Children's Services Council. We teach layers of protection, a series of barriers, having a door alarm, having a pool alarm, having a pool fence, teaching your child to swim, having parental supervision, knowing CPR. It's the combination of all of those resources and tactics and techniques that will most likely reduce the risk. The reality is that 69% of the children who have drowned in Broward County in the last 5 years have drowned with one or both parents nearby, essentially in a supervisory position, not realizing that their child was in trouble.
So this isn't an issue just in Coral Springs. We're talking about the entire Broward County.
Broward County has one of the highest rates in the state because we have so many children and we have so much access to water. Homes are built on it, we have pools, we have canals, we have lakes, and we're right by the ocean. Children grow up learning to swim in many cases, but it's too late because most of the drownings that we've had are under the age of 4. And that's a child that wanders out of sight for a few seconds and parents search frantically through the house. The last place they check is, of course, the pool. We want parents to understand that the most dangerous place is the pool, and it should be the first place you look.
Well, Robert, we thank you for having an opportunity to come out and support this campaign that, like I said, is touching a lot of hearts. It's a horrible issue to have to deal with, but the reality is, it can happen, and you never know. Like you said, you never know who it can happen to because you don't expect it to happen. And as you can hear right now, the national anthem is going on, so we're going to pay our respects, and we're going to silence ourselves real quick as we listen to the national anthem. Stay with us. And that's our national anthem kicking off the 2014 holiday parade in Coral Springs. You're listening to Robert Bertoni, public education officer for the City of Coral Springs Fire Department, talking about and partnering up with Broward Health alongside Coral Springs, the City of Coral Springs, to take care of this issue. Now, is there any contact information that you all can provide outside of maybe the Broward Health?
There's a wide variety of information. Swim Central in Broward County is the coordinating body for all of the drowning prevention programs throughout Broward County, including in the City of Coral Springs. We've partnered with them, the Children's Services Council, Broward Health Coral Springs. Our efforts have actually been going on since about 2006. We've had a very vigorous effort in Coral Springs, including public service announcements, articles in our newspaper, online information for residents, brochures, and handouts. We have an aggressive swim training program at all of our aquatic centers and pools. We run CPR classes for family and friends at the Fire Academy and at the Medical Center. So we're trying to provide the different layers and resources that we can to help prevent the tragedy, but parents have the primary responsibility.
Well, education is key in this situation. In all situations, education is key. And make sure, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we need your help, as well as Robert Bertoni, everything going on at Broward Health Coral Springs, the people that, like Dr. Tello, the people that are in place. We love your support, and we love that you guys are there, but we want to prevent that last-minute situation. So we're going to get back to the parade. We thank you, Robert, for coming on here and talking about this issue.
My pleasure. It's a community need that we all feel deeply about, that we're driven to help eradicate, and we have a large following in the community, a lot of community volunteers that assist, and all of the different departments in the city have actually participated in one way, shape, or form to bring about these education efforts, efforts to improve the environment so that we don't have a tragedy like this again. So thank you for helping us advertise the message.
Absolutely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here you're watching CoralSpringsTV.org here with Robert Bertoni, public officer of public education officer, City of Coral Springs Fire Department, bringing towards these issues so you can be educated. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit back the parade. We got a chilly night coming your way. We're going to get you back to the parade, and as you can see, the parade is already going on. We're going to see if we can get some names and lists of these participants taking this route down Sample Road. So stay with us as we enjoy this chilly night in Coral Springs.
Once again, our Coral Springs Holiday Parade Grand Marshals. Please welcome your Coral Springs City Commissioners and families. Vice Mayor Larry Vignola. Commissioner Joy Carter. Commissioner Lou Somalia. And Commissioner Dan Daly. Our new mayor, Mayor Skip Campbell is sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but he, along with the rest of the commission, would like to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Commissioners' convertibles are sponsored by Infinity of Coconut Creek. Now let's welcome Broward County School Board member Abby Friedman. The school board is thrilled to participate in this year's parade and wishes its teachers, students, and parents a happy holiday season. Here come the Police Pipe and Drum Corps of Florida, formed in 1990 with the specific mission of honoring fallen law enforcement officers and firefighters killed in the line of duty, and to support the law enforcement and fire service communities through the ancient art of bagpiping. Membership is comprised of active, former, and retired law enforcement officers, firefighters, past members of the military services, and carefully selected civilians from many professions. The band also has associate members from across the state of Florida and elsewhere in the United States. The band is led by bandmaster Dave Campbell. Police Department, led by Police Chief Tony Pastizzi, is committed to serving our community with integrity and compassion. Our police department of more than 300 members is both nationally and state accredited. The police department encourages residents to make a call, make a difference. This campaign asks all residents and business owners to immediately report any suspicious activity to the police department. Since the program's inception, several burglary arrests were made as a direct result of citizen calls. The Coral Springs Police Department wishes you a safe and happy holidays. The Coral Springs Fire Department is proud to showcase some of its apparatus and personnel. Each and every day, the Coral Springs Fire Department staffs 7 fire apparatus, 7 rescue vehicles, and 2 ship supervisors out of 8 stations that service Coral Springs and Parkland. Tonight, they're proud to show you just a few of the trucks, as well as some of their specialty vehicles, which include a ladder truck, rescue truck, ship and supervisor vehicle, dive rescue boat, and support truck. We're also proud to display our CERT team. CERT members are trained in search and rescue and can be called to assist after a natural or man-made disaster. The CERT team is often called to assist in locating missing children and adults, or to assist in firefighter rehab during a major incident. Tonight, students from the Coral Springs Regional Public Safety Institute are also here. They're training
An outstanding night so far. Nice and chilly weather we got going on in Coral Springs, Florida. As you can see, if you are a local resident, you are down on Sample Road. Parade starts at Coral Springs Drive. We're taking it down to University. So far, I'm going to read off some of the people that you saw already, the participants in the parade. So we had the Broward Sheriff's Office helicopter did a flyover over Sample Road. We had the Honor Guards, Police Department, and Fire Department. The Welcome Banner, obviously, Silver Air Patrol, and Honor Guard. The Grand Marshal, our wonderful city commissioners that just got sworn in not too long ago. State Representative Moskowitz, Broward County Commission, Broward School Board reps. We had our first band go by, the Police Pipe and Drum sponsor, which was Wings Plus, and we're going to get into that a little bit because we are broadcasting from Wings Plus tonight. And as you can see right now, the Coral Springs Police Department and the Coral Springs Fire Department, EMS, and Code Rangers are passing by right now. We got a lot of information for you guys tonight, and we got a lot of interviews coming your way. And once again, we are back in the broadcast booth at Wings Plus, which is featuring our broadcast tonight. And I have a young lady here with us move this out of the way. Miss Kayla John, a senior at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And the reason we wanted to get Kayla on today is because Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, which is the hub, which is the heartbeat of everything that we are a part of, especially CoralSpringsTV.org. CoralSpringsTV.org just recently featured the Shark Tank at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. And for those of you that haven't watched Shark Tank on national television, international, wherever it's broadcast, if you haven't seen Shark Tank on TV, then you might not know what I'm talking about. You need to do some research. But MSD just had their first Shark Tank in the auditorium. We had a chance to feature some wonderful students that want to be entrepreneurs. They're looking to do some amazing things. And I'm not going to talk everybody's ear off. I'm going to let Kayla talk a little about Marjorie Stoneman Douglas and your DECA chapter.
Right. Well, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas always holds a DECA program where every person in our financial planning class and other classes have to write a paper that could either be 11 pages or 30 pages, and they have to come up with a business idea and write about it, get the financial planning for it, and everything that goes in the background of it. And we have to submit it to DECA states. And if we win, we get to compete. And if we win that, we get to go to districts, and then we can compete at a higher level. So it really just shows like all the business information and entrepreneurship that young kids can really just be able to have that experience at such a young age.
Now, Kayla, you mentioned you're a senior. We know that DECA, the classes that we went to with Miss Sharon Cutler, DECA is a club that you can join. So how long have you been part of DECA?
Well, I've been part of DECA for 2 years now. I came to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas 2 years ago, and I was in their financial operations class. And now I'm in their financial planning class. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of. I just learned a lot of the business apparatus and everything that goes along with that.
Now, why did you want to get involved in DECA? What was the inspiration, maybe the passion, to be now in your second year of being a part of it?
Well, I love business, and I want to someday have my own business. So I was really just interested in how to come up with one, how to produce one, and how to be successful.
Now, Kayla, you didn't participate in the Shark Tank. We didn't see you go up on the stage. Is there a reason behind that?
Well, me and my partner, I were planning a little bit more, and we had to come up with more of our financial information and just everything that comes along with the business. So we weren't as prepared to say at this moment, but we wrote our paper, and we're excited to see how it's going to turn out.
We are too. What are some of your expectations? I know you've, after talking to Miss Cutler, MSD has a great reputation in DECA. So what are some of your expectations coming into the districts and maybe states, maybe international?
Well, this is my first time writing a paper, so I'm kind of like apprehensive about it, but I hope to really just show the judges like what I can do, and we hope that our paper is just very well written, and that the judges like our product and our business. So,
Kayla, we thank you so much for coming out here. Once again, this is Kayla John, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Senior, also part of MSD DECA, which is doing an outstanding job. We just want to give a shout out to Miss Sharon Cutler, just overseeing Lisa Webster. If you want to look at the leadership and you want to see the passion, where these students get their passion, it is definitely through the leadership of everyone involved with MSD DECA. Kayla had the wonderful opportunity to come out. We thank her for coming out tonight and handing out our wristbands to some of the locals that are checking out what's going on in this local parade. So once again, we're going to shoot back over to the parade. I know we've been bouncing back and forth, but once again, we thank Kayla for coming out. And we got a special interview coming up next with Coral Glades High School, The Habit of Happy. If you don't know about it, you are about to know about it. This is Ryan Stout. You're watching CoralSpringsTV.org. We'll be right back.
Coral Springs Pathfinder and Adventurer Club is sponsored by Life Fellowship. They meet each week to take part in various activities such as drums, marching, drilling, camping, arts, crafts, and many more fun activities. Their club is a character-building tool for the young people of our community. Through their clubs, boys and girls discover their strength, connect with others, and take action to make our world a better place. Members are engaged in their community and are trained to become leaders of the future. You're invited to visit Life Fellowship every Saturday at Coral Springs High at 11 a.m. They wish you all a happy and prosperous holiday season. Taekwondo, established in 1965, celebrates its 30-year anniversary here at Coral Springs. They're the only school board approved martial arts academy that focuses on building character. They also teach adult self-defense and kickboxing classes that burn up to 800 calories. Give them a call at 1-800-246-KICK. Parks Taekwondo. Nice touch with the flag. Once again, that's Parks Taekwondo. Reach them at 1-800-246-KICK. Boy Scouts America Venturing Crew 497. Their parade entry is Winter Wonderland. Venturing Crew 497 is a division of the Boy Scouts of America for co-ed youths ages 14 to 20. Venturers in Crew 497 enjoy high adventure activities such as whitewater rafting, scuba diving, and sailing. They also spend a lot of time hiking and camping. They meet at Coral Springs Charter School on the 1st and 3rd Thursday evening every month. If you're between the ages of 14 and 20 that have an adventurous spirit, come check out Venturing Crew 497. Scouts of Pack 497 are having so much fun camping in their winter wonderland. They're enjoying many fun scout activities, including sleeping in an igloo made of over 100 recycled milk jugs. Their float is sponsored by Emerald Towing and Transportation and Dr. David Chen, podiatrist in Coral Springs. They wish you all a happy and healthy holiday season.
We love the sound of the bands going by once again. This is the holiday parade. If you're just tuning in right now on coralspringstv.org, this is the 2014 Snow Much Fun. Yes, I said it, Snow Much Fun. It's not snowing in South Florida right now, but it is a bit chilly. And I'm surprised these two came up with t-shirts on, but they wanted to show off their brand. And we have two very special guests that are joining us today. As you can see, we got interviews after interviews after interviews. We are all about the community, and like I said, two special guests. The project, another DECA project from Coral Glades High School. We have Jesse Wildman and Adriana Gray with the Habit of Happy, and we're going to jump right into it. Adriana, I'm going to start off with you, put you in the hot seat. Let's talk about the Habit of Happy, the motivation, the passion. Where did it come from?
Jesse and I have both struggled with depression and anxiety, so for us, finding happiness despite all the obstacles you may go through is a personal thing. We have been able to overcome these obstacles and become happier people, so we want to be able to help people not only with these issues, but the population in general find happiness in their everyday lives.
Well, DECA, like I said, you two are involved, heavily involved with, I believe it's public relations is your title, your overview. Now it's gone. It's far beyond just a project now. Like you said, you both have experienced it, and I think that's one of the most important things for people to understand. Let's talk about how far it's taken and how far it's gone since this project, just the idea.
So it started just as an idea back in May or June of last year, and now we've presented to 600 high schoolers. In the next, we have a presentation for 200 elementary schools tomorrow and 100 more on Monday. We've worked with Commissioner Daly. We've worked with lots of other government officials. Presented for authors, the Rotary Club, Custom Involved Government Committee. So when we started, we never really imagined all these people we'd be presenting for and all the opportunities that that would bring us. So we're really grateful for that. It's been a great experience.
Well, I mean, how we got connected for all of you that know Coral Springs TV just launched not too long ago, and Twitter is a huge thing. And we saw how many followers, and we said, okay, let's check this out. And what do you know? I get an email from Jesse talking about DECA chapter at Coral Glades. Now, I mean, it's just outstanding to think that it's evolved from just being a project. Where's the idea behind it just being a project? Like we talked to Kayla before, she's also MSD, that chapter of DECA. So she's talking about her project, and she's getting ready for state, she's getting ready for districts, and hopefully international, I believe it is. Now, what was the decision factor in saying, you know what, let's take it outside of the school walls and let's start getting into these elementary schools? Talk a little bit about the experience it is being able to present it to other students.
The main motivation behind not only reaching Coral Glades, the population at Coral Glades, but also adult groups and elementary schools, is we just wanted to spread our message to as many people as we can. We think it's a great message, and happiness should be important to so many individuals. So we just wanted to reach out as far as we could and see how many people we could impact. And it's a great opportunity to present to all different groups. It can be nerve-wracking at times, but it's definitely rewarding when you get positive feedback.
Now let's talk about, I know it's getting down to crunch time. Districts, I believe, is coming up, and states is coming up. How far along are you guys with your project?
We're nearing the end of our project, but we do believe that we'll still continue certain elements of it, such as the Twitter page and spreading the general happiness of the community. But in terms of what we're going to submit for DECA purposes, it is nearing the end.
Well, Jesse, I know you got some shirts, and we talked last night, and you guys got some things, some awesome sponsors, because you have a community that supports you. Let's talk a little bit about the shirts. I know you got some stuff that you want to promote, contact information, how people can get involved.
So we're on Twitter and Instagram at The Habit of Happy, and on Facebook, just The Habit of Happy. We've been doing a lot of giveaways. We have some really cool shirts. Get these in here.
I am happy because, and then you got the blank space, and the blank space is
everyone's reasoning behind happiness is different, and it's just a way to share what makes you happy. So we want to thank our sponsors that made this possible: Spider Graphics, Bruce Weinberg Accounting, Lou Backridge Chevrolet and Mazda, Buca de Beppo, and am I leaving anyone out? Huh?
No.
couple out there.
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys got an awesome support system that is backing this project, and we're looking forward. What are your expectations in going back to the school portion? What are your expectations, district, states, or international?
Our goal is just to make a difference in the community. And for our in-school assembly, we brought in a suicide survivor. A brief background: he was a filmmaker, making a lot of money. Everything seemed perfect from the outside. He's boiling up inside. Ended up attempting suicide. So we brought him in to speak to our students. And not only did he enjoy the presentation because he believes he survived to share his message, but students actually approached him in private after to speak to him about personal issues. And when he told us that, it makes everything and all the stress and arguments all worth it. Our goal is to make a difference, whether we impact 1 people, 10 people, or 1,000 people. And we really feel we did that.
Well, that is awesome, you guys. Once again, thank you for coming on. Now, I know you got a fan club. that is watching. Can we give them a shout out?
Yeah, sure. We're with other DECA members, Cassie, Albany, and Charlie. They've supported us throughout the duration of the whole project, and we have also gotten the support of our DECA advisors, Mr. Goldfinger and Mr. Minders. So we're very grateful for all the support we've gotten.
Okay. And last question, what is the support from your peers in school? You go out and you do all these things in the community. What is it like for your peers to see that you guys are doing something and making a difference in the community?
It's actually been surprising how many people have come up to us and said, oh, you guys are the happy people, who have recognized us from our t-shirts or from Twitter or from our assemblies. And we've just gotten the support of so many people, and it's been an amazing experience to see how many people are willing to say, you really changed my outlook on things, or how much we've impacted them. So it's been very rewarding.
Now, you guys giving out shirts tonight?
Yeah, we have a lot of shirts that we're going to be walking up and down the parade route. Tweet us what makes you happy on Twitter at The Habit of Happy, and use the hashtag Habit of Happy, and we'll be doing some giveaways online too.
At The Habit of Happy, you heard it here on CoralSpringsTV.org. Adriana Gray, Jesse Wildman doing some awesome things. The Coral Glades DECA chapter, outstanding things that are going on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Whether you're local, if you're national, if you're local, you should be out here with us tonight, because we got some great weather. I'm going to let you guys get your jackets back on, because I know they're freezing. But we're going to get back to the parade. As you can see, we got some more bands coming your way. And on top of that, we got some more community support that is going to get on this panel with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in.
For all the Girl Scouts of Southeast Florida. And now let's hear for the Sawgrass Springs Middle School Marching Band, sponsored by Advanced Cable Communications. Band Director Michael Friedman, Drum Major Riley Frost. Sawgrass Springs Gator Marching Band is excited to be performing here at the Coral Springs Parade. The band has performed at this parade for over 15 years. The band has also recently marched at the Macy's Parade at Universal Studios and will be performing there again this spring. They wish everyone a very happy holiday season. It's the Sawgrass Springs Middle School Marching Band. Here comes the St. Andrew Catholic School float, celebrating over 38 years in Coral Springs. Leading the float, members of the Student Council and the National Junior Honor Society. The float represents a snow globe away in a snowy manger. The float was built by the students and parents of St. Andrew Catholic School, made entirely of wood and PVC piping, and took over 60 hours to build and decorate. Inside the globe, a live nativity scene performed by children of St. Andrew. St. Andrew Catholic School teaches grades pre-K to 8th grade. Float is followed by a fire truck to represent Coral Springs Fire Station 71 as a dedication to the men and women who serve our community. Don't forget to attend the St. Andrew Family Carnival January 22nd through 25th. Carnival will feature amazing new rides and outstanding performances by our best local talent. The families and faculty at St. Andrew Catholic School would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Go Crusaders! Coalition of Coral Springs, joined by the Military History Research Foundation, wishes everyone a snowy holiday. Their float is Sammy the Sculptured Snow Vet, saluting all active duty military and veterans for their service. The coalition is about veterans helping veterans and their families and bringing recognition to all local veterans. The Research Foundation strives to preserve military artifacts and history so that future generations can continue to give veterans the honors that they deserve. Together, we're looking forward to so much fun for veteran families in Coral Springs and surrounding communities. The Veterans Coalition of Coral Springs. Sponsors for the parade, Mayor's Cup sponsor and media partner Advanced Cable Communications and Florida Panthers Ice Tent. Our media partner, Foreign Publishing Group. Our main sponsors are Awards Pro, Baptist Medical Plaza at Coral Springs, the Country Club at Coral Springs, Medco Reports, Infinity of Oak Creek, Jam Lexus, Sun Sentinel, Wings Plus, and the Winterfest Boat Parade. Let's welcome the Coral Springs High School Marching Band, sponsored by Baptist Medical Plaza of Coral Springs. Band director Brett Dawson, drum majors Christian Ricketts and Andrea Gattuso. Marching Colts recently received a strength superior rating at the FBA Marching Assessment for the 34th time. The band also placed 4th in the state for their class this year. The Coral Springs High School Marching Band.
And now you know, video production services brought to you by Minute Marketing Productions. Mitch Summer, not only a close friend to the Stout family, but a great influencer in this community, Tamarack and Coral Springs, but is involved with the Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, and the videos that you will be seeing throughout the entire holiday parade are all produced by Minute Marketing Productions. Mitch Summer, how you doing, man?
Thank you, Ryan. You told me to be hot chocolate. Doing great, thanks. Glad to be here. Absolutely.
Well, once again, we're glad you came out today, and we just wanted to get a chance to talk about the things that you've been doing in the community with Minute Marketing Productions, and just talk about the partnership that we created for this holiday parade.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, we're just working with a lot of local business owners, similar to your philosophy. You know, it's about local and small businesses. So a lot of our clients tend to be small businesses, and we've also worked on some projects for some nonprofits because we like to give back and get branded that way as well. And we've had a lot of success in that, and just really glad to be here because you guys have been proving yourselves with a lot of great branding abilities, and you know how to drive traffic. So I'm glad to be here.
Well, there's a lot of videos. A lot of the partners that are involved, that are participating in this year's holiday parade's broadcast, you've done features for them.
Yeah.
Minute Marketing has done some outstanding features. Talk a little bit about the services, how people can get, obviously they saw the contact information at the end of the video, which they'll see it all the videos, but talk a little bit about how they can get involved, what are the first steps, and maybe some educational points on why it's important to have a production service like this.
Well, that's quite a mouthful, but we really offer a variety of video production, and we like to think we're a little bit out of the box sometimes. So there's traditional video, kind of lights, camera, action, which we've been fortunate to have some nice work, there. But we also do a lot of animation videos, whiteboard animation, some explainer videos, and they can also, be able to portray a business's story or sell their products pretty well. In addition to that, so we just offer some other online marketing services as well, although video seems to be our real forte. And how they get involved, pick up the phone, call us. Video has been shown just to really help even with a website's SEO. It's known that you put one video on your homepage and it can actually help with your ranking with the different search engines. And people like to be entertained these days. They have short attention spans. So if they can hear what your story or find out what your product is in 60 to 90 seconds, chances are they can get the message quicker that way. And we try to make all the videos engaging and informative at the same time.
Well, outstanding things that you're doing, outstanding quality. And I know how important it is. The education is key. And what you just saw was a small promo, just fun facts. And it's a great example, and it shows the quality that is produced for people. You watch TV shows all the time now. And what's the biggest thing? Interaction. These people are getting on, they're watching, they can tweet, they can somehow get involved. And this has opened up some doors, not only for us as Coral Springs TV to get involved in the community, but it's opened up doors for people to get educated. So we don't have to sit here and they have to listen to us talk for an hour, hours and hours.
Our objective is we know that you have about 7 or 8 seconds for someone to, want to continue watching video and information, so we try to make it engaging so it is interactive and keep the viewers watching, and that's our main goal.
Well, is this your first holiday parade? It may be a stupid question.
Well, first one in Florida, so but glad to be here. Great evening, and good to have a little chill for a change. Because we know it'll go away in a couple of days. Right?
People up north are laughing at us right now that are watching it. Yes, he said it. There's a chill factor in Coral Springs right now. I'm not wearing this jacket just for looks. He's not wearing all that clothing just for looks. Mitch Summer with Minute Marketing Productions bringing you all the videos tonight that you'll be able to see, not only with our sponsors that are participating in this event, but ladies and gentlemen, make sure you contact him. There's plenty of spaces, even on coralspringstv.org, that are looking for local communities to outreach. Make sure you contact him right away. We're going to get you guys back to the parade. We got a lot more coming your way. This is Ryan Stout with Mitch Summer, coralspringstv.org. Stay with us.
A group of students dedicated to building and supporting a sense of community. The group performs regularly throughout Broward and Palm Beach County in support of their school and athletic teams. We'd like to congratulate the North Broward Preparatory School Band Program for being one of 20 bands accepted nationally for the National Band Festival held this spring at Carnegie Hall in New York City. The North Broward Pep Band would like to wish everyone a happy holiday season and joy throughout the year. And now it's Beach Street Dance Studio. We'd like to wish everyone a very safe and happy holiday and joyous new year. Come and dance to the beat at Beach Street, located in the Coral Springs Gymnasium. Is everyone having a good time so far? Club of Coral Springs Parkland is a 95-year-old organization primarily known for its help with the deaf. They just held a signing Santa party at Westchester Elementary for 130 deaf children attending Broward County schools so that the children could speak to Santa in their own language. Here today, accompanied by Sarah Haig and Stacy Poritz, are members of Kids Quota Singing Hands of Westchester Elementary. Thank you, Quota, for making an impact locally and globally. Marching Band. Band Director Louis Pizzadelli. Coral Springs Middle Marching Stallions consists of more than 150 students from the music program. Marching Band is an extracurricular activity.
A lot of great floats going by in this wonderful 2014 Coral Springs Holiday Parade. So much fun. Now we're going to change the script a little bit. Coral Springs Community Church. We got and day school. I'm sorry, and I just wrote it down. We have a special guest, Jim Brewster, which oversees the evangelism and outreach at Coral Springs Community Church. Now let's just get right into it. How long has the church been involved in the community?
Oh, the church has been in existence for 25 years, but for the last 17 years, we've been right around the corner in Coral Springs. And our goal is to have a presence and not only present the gospel of Jesus, but to help people. We have ministries to widows and single moms where they contact us, and we'll go and help them do yard work, home repairs, and so we believe in a church that is in action.
Now, lead pastor Robert Coey, what can you tell us about him? Obviously, he's the leader of the church, and what are some of the things as a leader that he implements and bringing that group together as a church?
Well, he is just so focused on presenting the gospel of Christ and being a church in action. You know, a lot of churches talk, but when it comes to helping people, being there for them and meeting their needs, that's where we focus on. And as you can see, I mean, he could be here today. Right. He's right over there. But he empowers each one of us and trusts us and said, you know what? You can do this. And so it inspires us to we're constantly thinking of things to help the community out, whether it's through Angel Tree, which gathers up presents to give to the children of prison inmates, or a shoebox where we put presents and ship them to South America. We have quite a few people in our church. There's one lady that goes to Arizona and works with the Navajo Indians, and so it's just an amazing small church, you know.
Well, the location, we know actually, for those of you who are just tuning in, we're at Wings Plus right now, so the location is not too far away.
Oh, it's right around the corner from Wings Plus. In fact, we love to come over here when we're doing things. We come over here and we eat. It's amazing. It's 3266 Northwest 99th Way. So Wings Plus is on 99th Way. But again, we have a church that if if you have musical abilities, it can be used. If you you'll see when our float comes by and some of the people in it. Marilyn Medina is in charge of our art department, and she's just awesome. This float this year, her friends, Colleen, Paul Siegel, all of them have really knocked themselves out for this parade.
Now, is this the first holiday parade for the church, or you guys have been doing this?
No, we've been doing it for 4 years, and I call it creating a legacy. I was telling somebody tonight, our kids are going to grow up and go, "Hey, Mom and Dad, remember when we did the parade?" And hopefully we hope that they'll bring their children there too. So it's just a great thing.
Now, for someone that says, "Hey, you know what? We have all different types of churches in Coral Springs. Let's say, they're looking for a new atmosphere. What are the steps they need to take? And maybe the invite. How can they get in contact with Coral Springs Community Church?"
Well, they can go to our website, which is cscog.org, and or they can just stop by the church and talk to us. But the great thing about our church is when we say we're we're non-denominational, but we're multicultural. I mean, if you put a pinpoint on a map, we'd probably have someone from there. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Philippines, England, all of the South American countries, all of the Caribbean. I mean, we've got, we have a Spanish church that on Sunday is at 12:30, so they cover South America. There's probably somebody from there. So all they have to do is show up. Yeah.
Well, I know, like you said, as you were talking, I'm thinking, well, it takes a village to really raise up a community. And it sounds like you guys are involved heavily, not only in Coral Springs, but doing some outstanding things all over the place.
It's all about showing people love. I mean, it really is.
I have trouble walking on my feet.
Everybody's walking around so negative recently, and it's up to us as Christians to go out and say, hey, you know what? It's not that bad, and if it is, we're here to help. We're here to help.
Amen. It sounds. I mean, you definitely have a passion for it. I can sit here. We can talk about it all day.
Oh no! I'm telling you, just cut off, the parade and everything. We'll sit and talk about how our church and through there's our float right now. How there's a place for everyone. I mean, and people talk about that when they come in. It's just automatically accepted. And it's like, hey, if a man comes and brings his family and says, hey, you know what, we've got something for you. We've got a men's ministry that does, like I said, goes out and helps widows and single moms. Hey, we've got a women's ministry that they're part of the shoe boxes. They have Bible studies. We have Bible studies throughout the week, which is great because that's a way for someone who's been disconnected from the church for a long time can be comfortable and realize that, how do I put it? We're not a bunch of weirdos. I mean, seriously. Sometimes people think that, and then they come and they go, you know what? You guys are all right, and they stay. They stay, and we love that.
Awesome. I know from my experience, it doesn't always happen on Sundays, so I'm glad you got a chance to mention the small groups that you have, everything that's going on. It just doesn't happen on one day, so it sounds like you guys got a lot going on.
We have a great Bible study on Wednesday night, and if someone's got an issue in their life, we have prayer from 6:30 to 7. Then they have the Bible study, and so it's changing people's lives. See, and that's the whole thing about it. We want to change someone's lives, their life, and so far it's working.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, once again, this is CoralSpringsTV.org, and you're at the Coral Springs Holiday Parade. Just got a chance to see Coral Springs Community Church. Their wonderful looking float. Go right by.
Can I say a shout out to Mary Lynn Hoyer from the city of Coral Springs? We just teamed up with them during the Thanksgiving holiday, and they donated to us 15 food baskets, and then with our food drive and cash drive, we had enough to feed over 30 families, which ends up being well over 150 people. We did, and see, that's what we like about the city of Coral Springs is we mesh. It's none of this church-state animosity. It's, hey, let's work together to change this community.
Well, all the interviews that we've done so far, if there's someone out there watching this right now and they feel alone in Coral Springs, the past 5 interviews that we have talked about community outreach and people being involved. We started with from Broward Health to small-time businesses that are helping charities, that are helping people in Coral Springs, and now we have Coral Springs Community Church, one of the many churches in Coral Springs that is a part of this community, that cares about this community. And you got a chance to see their holiday parade, their float, go right by just a few moments ago. Once again, you can always contact them. You can go to their website, or you can just stop by the church to go see Jim and Robert, Pastor Robert Coey, the lead pastor, Jim Brewster. It will be over there as well, and I'm sure he will not hesitate to welcome you into the church.
We'll have a great time. It's all about having fun. I mean, those kids tonight are having so much fun. My daughter couldn't sleep last night because she was waiting for this parade. So we've been doing it now for 4 years, and we're just going to keep doing it every year.
Well, we thank you for coming out and being a part of this. So, once again, we're going to head back over to the parade. As you can see right now, this is Jim Brewster with Coral Springs Community Church. Next up, we got Venturing Through 497. We got some people coming your way, so stick with us and we will be right back.
Season's greetings from Gator Vacuum and Sewing. It's so much fun helping our Coral Springs neighbors for 25 years with their vacuuming needs. We look forward to having them help you clean up the next 25 years. Gator Vacuum. Dance Center offers classes for children and adults. They've been doing business in the community for 17 years. They're happy to have 175 members of their dance family here in the parade today. For more information, visit their website at danldancecenter.com.
Back live, Holiday Parade 2014, Coral Springs. We've got a plethora of interviews going on. We have some special guests that are with us right now. Venturing Through 497, we have Brianna Rodriguez and Nick Malone. And you guys just look excited to be here tonight. Let's just start off with, how's the night going so far?
It's been great.
How's the parade? You guys already walked?
Yeah, we did. We had a big float, and we all dressed up. Well, he dressed up in his uniform. We had some people dress up in our uniforms, and some people dressed up for the holidays.
Now, is this the first time you all have been a part of the parade?
I've been in the parade for other organizations previously, but this is my first time with the Venturing Crew.
Now, Venturing Through, I know I need to get educated as well, and I know our audience wants to get educated. We've had interviews from churches, from businesses, from Broward Health. Let's talk a little about what you all are a part of and kind of educate our audience of what you guys are trying to do.
Well, we are a very unique organization because we are a scouting crew that allows both male and female. We are a part of the Boy Scouts of America. We are ages 14 to 20, and it's a lot of fun. Everyone's, around the same age, or, we do a lot of activities such as camping and canoeing, and we're always having a lot of fun, and we really get to know each other on the campouts, and we've kind of become like a little family.
How'd you get involved in the organization?
I was in Girl Scouts, and then I kind of grew out of it, and my brother's in Boy Scouts, and I got involved through him because his friend's dad became friends with my dad, and his daughter's in it with me, so that's how I got involved.
Well, I know you guys in the parade. The first thought for majority of people, for myself, like I said, I'm not very ignorant in this situation. I want to say just Boy Scouts. Now, what is the difference? Now, you said the organization is unique. What do you think this organization, how does it separate from just being Boy Scouts or just Girl Scouts?
Well, the whole idea of having it co-ed really keeps a balance because, sometimes with Girl Scouts there's, little cliques and Boy Scouts. It's very different than having just girls or just boys, because then you're just talking to girls or you're just talking to guys. And when you have a co-ed group, you really get things done. Everything gets stayed on top of because of the balance of male and female, and it really is great because it's just a lot of fun.
No words can describe. Now, for someone that wants to get involved, that doesn't know how to get involved, or maybe they enjoy doing those type of things, outdoorsy type things, what kind of advice would you give them?
To join us? Obviously, just get involved, and we have so many service projects that we do. You can get advancements. It looks good on college applications. It looks good if you want to join the military. A lot of us want to go into the military, so it looks good for colleges. It has a leadership. You learn a lot of leadership in it, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, if you all, for those of you that are watching live on our dedicated webpage on the Holiday Parade, you can go down. You can go down to the bottom, and I know when you guys get back and watch the parade, I want you guys to check it out. But Venturing Crew 497, there's a logo at the bottom of the page. If you click that logo, it is going to directly send you to the Facebook page. Now, we couldn't find the website, but we found the Facebook page. So for those of you that need any contact information or are interested in joining at all, make sure that you scroll down the page and you click on that Venturing Crew. As you can see, the logo is up on the screen right now. So you look for that logo and you click on it. It's going to head you in the right direction. So Brianna and Nick, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Here we are once again. We are at the Holiday Parade, and it is a mouthful. Didn't even get a chance to do an intro with you all, but there's a lot of action going on in Coral Springs tonight. My name is Ryan Stout. If you're just joining us now, this is CoralSpringsTV.org, and we got a bunch going on. It is chilly out here, and we got some more interviews coming your way, so stick with us.
Happy holidays from J.P. Terrell.
Hey, how you doing? How are you, sir?
Once again, let's give it up for the J.P. Taravella High School Marching Band. Once again, big thanks to our sponsors, our BAM sponsors, Awards Pro, Baptist Medical Plaza at Coral Springs, Winterfest Boat Parade, Wings Plus, Sun Sentinel, Infinity of Coconut Creek, JM Lexus, Edco Awards. Media partner Forum Publishing Group. We'd also like to thank Advanced Cable Communications and the Florida Panthers Ice Den.
A very diverse group we have tonight. Interviews all over the place. We got people from the chamber. We got churches coming up. We got small local businesses. And as you can hear behind us, we got one heck of a parade going on. We have Abner Fernandez of Life Fellowship Church in Coral Springs. Also, the CS Pathfinders. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, man. A little nippy. I took off my jacket, but it's a great atmosphere out here. The weather's great. You can't beat this.
Absolutely. I know people are laughing nationally when they hear us Floridians. They're saying, "What is going on? Why it's not chilly?" But we got the jacket on. We get a little bit of winter going on. When it's fall, some palm trees, palm fronds will fall out. But ultimately, let's get down to it. Life Fellowship Church. Let's talk about your involvement.
I'm the youth pastor there at Life Fellowship. I'm out here with the Pathfinder Club, which is an integral part of our church. And we actually meet at Coral Springs High School in the auditorium on Saturdays at 11 a.m. We're just happy to be here and be a part of this. That's what our church pretty much represents. Life Fellowship is a SDA church, and we're just happy to be part of this Coral Springs community.
Did you guys have a chance to walk in the parade?
Yes, I got to walk in with the rest of our kids and youth and parents and all the staff. It was awesome.
Now, as a youth pastor, do you have obviously overseeing? Is it middle school, high school?
I oversee the young adults. There's also a youth team for the younger kids, but I see the young adults 18 and up, college, and I'm just there to serve, and I'm part of that age group as well, so it's pretty fun.
You have something to relate to. Yeah. You can talk about the same things, and ultimately you're in Coral Springs. We've already talked to some churches already, and just the outreach that's going on in Coral Springs. Can you describe some of the mission? Some of the things that Life Fellowship wants to implement, not only in Coral Springs, but ultimately the world.
Yeah, man, we've been out here for a very long time. Myself, I've been here for a couple, 5 years or something like that. But I just love coming to this church and being a part of this community. And we're just here to serve and be a service to not only just the school that we're at, because we had a lot of the kids come on Saturdays and stuff from around there, but to serve our community. We're always getting out there, feeding the homeless, and sharing the gospel with anybody that we encounter. And our church is open doors for anybody that wants to come, regardless of race, nationality, religion. We just want to worship God in a fun environment.
A diverse group, it sounds like.
That's why we're called Life Fellowship, full of life.
A diverse group. As you can see, we're here at Abner Fernandez, one of the youth leaders at Life Fellowship Church. Also, can you describe a little bit, very briefly, the CS Pathfinders?
So the Pathfinders is a global organization from the Seventh Adventist Church. We also have them in our church, and they have a drum team, all handled by the young kids. I mean, they put this drum team together themselves, and they're the ones that take the headway with this, and we're just proud of them, and we came to support them and be here as a church. But a Pathfinder Club is similar to what you would see in a Boy Scout organization. They do a lot of hands-on camping, and they learn a little bit about our church history and other things like that, and it just keeps them involved and keeps them off the streets, and we're just happy to have that organization, the Pathfinder Club, in our church.
Well, Abner, we thank you so much for joining us tonight, not only in the parade, but on the broadcast. If anyone wants to get involved, Life Fellowship, I know where they can get involved. If you're watching it right now, on the live broadcast page, it is a dedicated page to all our participants and our sponsors. So if you scroll down and you see Life Fellowship, as you can see on the screen, we got the logo going. If you scroll down, you click on the logo, it is going to directly send you to Life Fellowship. However you want to get involved, we got obviously some great people that are a part of this community. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in tonight, and we're going to flip the script one more time. We're going to send you back to the parade, as you can see, and we got some more interviews coming your way. Thanks for sticking with us.
Thank you.
That's the Westlades Middle School Marching Band, sponsored by the Country Club of Coral Springs. Country Club of Coral Springs is open to everyone, families, individuals, and businesses to enjoy golf, tennis, and catering. The Country Club of Coral Springs is renowned for its renovated golf course and friendly customer service. Enjoy life more by getting involved in golf and tennis programs for beginners or experienced players alike. It's great family fun located on Sample Road just west of Coral Springs Drive. The Country Club of Coral Springs wishes everyone happy holidays. And now here comes Mrs. P's Dance.
Like I said, a diverse group of individuals that are here tonight in Coral Springs, Florida. The chill factor is on. We're in Coral Springs. As you can see, the holiday parade is going on. We always have some very special guests. And also wanted to add on to the list, City Commissioner, Mr. Dan Daly. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. We opened up this feature. If you're just tuning in right now, we opened up this feature tonight with Broward Health. And we opened it also with the Coral Springs Fire Department. Had some awesome individuals. Dr. Tello being the lead pediatrician at Coral Springs Medical, Broward Health Coral Springs, talking about drowning prevention. The email, the conversation that we had was they're looking to partner up, and they already have partnered up with the city and the people that are in place to watch out and educate those people. And I wanted to jump right into that before we get to this one.
Sure. No, absolutely. It's such a tremendous opportunity to be able to partner with folks on such an important issue. You know, I was talking with Chief Bertoni earlier tonight, and he said, Dan, we've gone from middle of the pack to front of the pack. We've become a leader on drowning prevention, and it's vital, and it's really important. I'm very proud of both organizations for coming together.
Absolutely, and like we talked about in the interview, how close it is to all of our hearts, especially in Coral Springs. We've had, in the past months,
Past 6 months, several drownings. I mean, pools, canals. It's a shame. And one of the things as a city commissioner, we get a message every time there's an emergency. And I tell you what, all of them kind of mess with your emotions a little bit, but that one really hits home because it's a child. It's a child that if they knew how to swim, if they knew how to handle themselves in water, you wouldn't be in that position. It's really a shame.
Well, we hate to bring up sore subjects, but we know how important it is to be educated on these type of topics because it is close to our hearts. It is our neighbors that are suffering, and it is all throughout Broward County. And jumping back over to some positive sides, holiday parade. This isn't your first one. Last year we saw you up on the float waving down to everyone. How is this year's going?
It's just fantastic. The crowd out here, this event every single year, it's just about the community coming together and celebrating the holidays and just coming out and having a good time. As you can tell, I've lost my voice, which is hard to do for a politician, but I can't speak much. But it's just a blast to come out and see everybody.
And I wanted to give you a chance to talk about that sweater, man.
So I know ugly, tacky sweaters are catching on this season, so I figured what better way than to wear one tonight. And I hope I don't look too foolish in it, but happy holidays, everybody.
Absolutely. Well, Dan, we thank you for coming on, and we love the things that you're doing in Coral Springs. We had a chance to go into the swearing-in ceremony and what it meant to some people because you did get personal. And the person that swore you in, I can't think of his name at the moment.
Next swore me on the dais?
The person that swore you in.
Oh, swore me in, Ari Korth. Very sorry, I couldn't hear you.
mean, it was just outstanding. You made it really personal for everyone, which was very touching for everyone, and just the involvement and the influence that you have in the community. We're just thankful for all that you do. Any information, any updates on things that are going on after the parade?
You know, the biggest thing, we handed out some of my business cards tonight because the thing I want to communicate to people is if you have an issue, if you've got an idea, if you've got a concern, reach out to us. We try to be as open as possible. I especially give out my cell phone number. If it's okay with you, I'll do that now. 954-778-3304. Anytime you've got something coming up, anything you have in the city going on, let us know because we want to be a part of it or we want to try and help you.
Well, once again, Dan Daly, City Commissioner for Coral Springs, Florida. It is a chilly night. We're going to get you out of here. I don't know if the camera can handle that sweater anymore. It ain't too bad. Once again, we welcome you all to the holiday parade. It is such an outstanding night. We got some more people that are going to jump into this interview portion. Thanks, Dan, so much for having us. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk soon.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to mess up the flow.
Leader in performance-based music education. It's the music school your mom and dad wished they had when they were kids. Teaches guitar, bass, drums, piano, sax, and vocals in a unique way that gets kids and adults rocking out the classics and up and performing with their peers. With more than 140 locations in 8 countries and one right here in Coral Springs, they prove that rock and roll is here to stay. School of Rock wishes everyone a rockin' holiday season. Welcome Miss Coral Springs Teen USA 2015. Nicole Miller is a 16-year-old sophomore and is involved in cheerleading, drama, choir, praise and worship, and yearbook staff. After she graduates, she plans to pursue a career in criminal justice and hopefully work for the FBI and forensic science one day. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, believe in the magic of Christmas. Miss Coral Springs Teen USA 2015, Nicole Miller. Are you ready? Merry Christmas from Church by the Glades. Church by the Glades is located in the corner of Atlantic Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Fearlessly led by Pastor David Hughes, CBG is all about two things, Jesus and His Word. CBG is a hyper-creative and fully charged church where no perfect people are allowed. We'd like to invite you to their free Christmas event beginning December 18th through the 24th, where they will unveil the mystery behind the X. Stop by cbglades.com for more details. Happy holidays from Church by the Glades. This is the award-winning Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School Eagle Regiment Marching Band under the direction of the late John Rusnak and interim band director Sarah Odio. The Eagle Regiment finished this marching season placing second overall in the state of Florida at the Region Florida Marching Band Championship, and its color guard took first place at the same competition.
And we're back in the interview booth right from Wings Plus, one of our sponsors tonight. Wings Plus has done some outstanding things. If you're local and you're watching it, and you're not too scared of this cold weather, you need to come out and grab some chicken wings. But we're going to jump right back into it. We got a very special guest coming your way, Bruce Weinberg, featuring the chairman of the board, of also talking about, we want to talk about two things. Talk about the Chamber of Commerce and also your personal business, Weinberg and Company. But you just told me a very special story that's something that means a lot. And for those of you that are watching, Bruce, this parade means a lot more than to some of these people out here. Now, Bruce, you've been a part of this community for how long?
Moved here in June of 1979. I remember actually marching in this parade in December of 1979 as a junior at Coral Springs High School when it was the only high school in town. So been marching in it almost every year since.
Awesome. Well, that just tells you the history behind this parade. It isn't just a one-shot deal that Coral Springs decided to throw up. It has been involved in this community for a very long time and involved some very important influencers in Coral Springs, and we're going to jump right into it. You're talking about the Chamber of Commerce tonight. Chamber of Commerce done some outstanding things, local businesses in Coral Springs, and I'm going to let you talk about it.
Well, as the chairman of the Coral Springs Chamber of Commerce, we work very hard with the local businesses, especially small business. We just had a couple weeks ago Small Business Saturday, which we worked with the city and we got them to release some of the code laws, allowed to have a small business sidewalk sale. We also work with the businesses in advocating with the city to get different things changed, signage code. We were able to work with the city in terms of the monument signs and the indexing signs, as well as working on networking the businesses to keep all the money in town. We want people to buy Coral Springs and buy from our chamber businesses. And that's one of the key things that we tried. The idea is to buy chamber. That's what you want. Stay in Coral Springs.
Now, how did you get involved in the chamber? I know you have, we're going to talk about in a minute, Weinberg and Company. Is that, what was the influence of getting involved with the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I've been with Weinberg and Company. My father started it back in 1993 with myself, and I've lived in Coral Springs, like I say, since 1979. And while we don't have an office in Coral Springs, we have offices in Boca and West Palm in Florida. What we decided is that living here, you need to be involved in your community. And what better way to be involved in your community by starting with the Chamber of Commerce? So I met with Cindy Brief, a president of the chamber. She got me into a referral group, and right away you start meeting the wonderful people and all the great businesses, and the next thing you know, I was asked to be on the board, became the treasurer, and this year I'm the chairman of the board.
So no special type of, ritual you got to go through to get involved, no hoops you got to jump through. How do you get involved in the chamber?
Just do the right thing, get involved in different committees. I've head of government affairs, so that was one of the things I got involved in, and working with people and just showing that you really care about not just growing your own business but helping others grow their business. And that's a good way to move up the ladder if you want to be involved in the chamber, and you can make a lot of good friends.
Awesome. Well, I know you guys had a chance to go in the parade. Anything special did you guys have this year for the chamber?
Well, we had a penguin float, is what we called it. Hence the reason I'm dressed up in my top hat, because I am the Emperor Penguin. So, we were in the float, and we had a nice big igloo, and being the chamber, you have to be involved in the community. So we were able to get my friend Rocco in City Towing to donate his flatbed, and we decorated it up today, and we were in the parade, and it was a great time.
Well, talking about community outreach and getting involved in the community, we had two special guests come on earlier, and it was awesome to hear your name. I knew you were coming up eventually once you guys got out of the parade, but the Habit of Happy, and I know you're grabbing your shirt right now, Jesse Wildman and Adriana Gray, two outstanding students from Coral Glade High School with the DECA chapter, and they mentioned your name coming up with the shirts and some of the things. Talk about some of the things that you've done with them.
Well, the Coral Springs Chamber is very involved in the DECA program. We have a foundation where last year we were able to give $12,500, $2,500 each to the 5 local area high schools to help their DECA program, because those are the future leaders of tomorrow. And what better way to foster the future business leaders of our community by working with the students. So they came to me as the chair and said, how can the chamber get further involved? And I said, well, Weinberg & Company is going to jumpstart you, and I gave them $500 to print up these shirts. And it's a great program. People need to understand that life is pretty darn good, and you need to be happy all the time.
Absolutely. Well, I believe we covered everything that you can cover. We thank you for coming on and participating not only in the parade, but in everything that we're doing with the broadcasting this year. And we look forward to being involved more in the chamber. Is there anything coming up for the chamber that anything that we need to know about?
Well, we do have the holiday breakfast on Tuesday at the Coral Springs Marriott at 7:30. We have a ribbon cutting actually tomorrow night at Rock over at the Coral Square Mall. And then we have, like I said, we have our monthly breakfast, we have after hours, and I encourage anybody who's not doing anything Tuesday morning at 7:30, come out to the Heron Bay Marriott, and we're going to have a big holiday breakfast.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here, coralspringstv.org, the chairman of the board for the Chamber of Commerce, but also one of the local businesses in Coral Springs, Weinberg and Company, bringing you some outstanding things that is going on, getting involved with students, getting involved in the community. Thank you again for coming out. And we're going to get you back over to this holiday parade. It is freezing out here.
No.
It's not freezing, I'm just kidding. Well, stay with us. We got some more interviews coming your way. Always good to see familiar faces in Coral Springs. Once again, we welcome you back, and we almost are about to wrap up this big parade because it is over behind us, but we still got some interviews coming your way. We got the Veterans Coalition that came out tonight, not only in the parade, but coming to you to give you some information on the Veterans Coalition in Coral Springs. We got Ron Stankavage, Vice President of the Veterans Coalition of Coral Springs. Ron, how's the night going so far?
Really great. We really enjoyed being out here for all the residents of Coral Springs, and we were handing out flags, and people really, really enjoyed it. We handed out 5,000 flags today to the kids.
Wow. And now we've been to a couple of events so far with the Veterans Coalition and outstanding things that is going on in Coral Springs. Can you give us a little background on what you all are doing and the involvement in the community?
Yeah. All right. First of all, the Veterans Coalition was started about a year and a half ago, and right now we have approximately just shy of 50 members, and we're growing. We're always looking for new memberships. Perhaps maybe some of the younger veterans would like to join us. We have two major projects going right now. First of all, we redid Veterans Park with the aid of and donations of Home Depot and, of course, the city employees. We put out mulch and bricks and redid Veterans Park. At the present time, we're selling bricks in Veterans Park, engraved bricks that people can purchase for their loved ones or veterans or whoever they would like to. Our second major project is in October of 2015. We're bringing the Vietnam Wall here to Coral Springs, and we are soliciting contributions from individuals as well as businesses, and we're moving along, but there's a lot of progress that has to be made yet.
Absolutely, and I know we saw you last night. I'm not going to give away the secret, but if you were here at Wings Plus last night, we had Santa out here.
Secret Santa. Secret Santa.
Secret Santa was out here, and unfortunately, if you missed it, you missed a shot to come out and not only take a picture with Santa, but to donate and to support such a wonderful organization that's going on. I know that you guys got a lot going on.
Yeah.
One thing that has really stuck with me is the fact that every time that you guys have had an event, you always implement the fact that how important it is for just to go up and say your thanks and give thanks and go up to someone and believe it or not, I actually went up to someone the other day and saw that they had their hat on and they served. And first thing that came to mind, Veterans Coalition, and what you all have been talking about, just to go up and the meaning behind it, that to go up to someone that has served and to go up and say, you know what, thank you for your service. And talk about how important that is for someone that has served themselves.
Yes, that's one thing I ask whenever I do a seminar or something in one of the schools or a presentation, that I ask the kids to please, when you see a veteran, either a veteran with a hat or a shirt signifying a veteran, or definitely active duty military, to please walk up to them and say thank you for your service. We are also associated with honor flights that flies World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. for the day at no cost to them. And also I'm involved with a mentoring program with Impact Broward that mentors not only returning Afghanistan and Iraq veterans, but also some veterans that happen to get into a little trouble, and they have a special court that they go to called Veterans Court, and I'm a mentor in that Mentors Court.
And how can we get in contact with maybe you, or how can we get involved in the organization?
All right, our website, Veterans Coalition of Coral Springs.org. That's our website. You can bring up the website and they can contact me with any information they want. And I'm always out looking for new members. I always call it, I'm always working the floor wherever I go.
Okay. Well, Ron, once again, we thank you for joining us today, and we thank you for your service. Ultimately, we thank you for your service, and we thank you for being involved in such an outstanding project, the Holiday Parade. It's been a great night. I haven't had a chance to look at too much of it because I'm over here, and we're just such a diverse group of people that have been able to come up today. One more thing.
Yeah, one more thing. I would just like to thank my fellow veterans that were here with me from the Veterans Coalition. I like to have some recognition for them also.
Absolutely. And once again, you heard it here that you can get involved. There's plenty of veterans out there. We do appreciate your service, and we hope that as you can see, there are people out here that have your support and have your back, especially in Coral Springs. And we are going to get close to wrapping this thing up. We're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to wrap this thing up. Once again, Ron Stankavich, I said it right, with the Veterans Coalition from Coral Springs. We'll be right back, and we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank you, Ryan. And another fabulous face out here at the Holiday Parade. Joy Carter, one of the city commissioners, just sworn in. Well, we got a chance to see you last year walking around the parade. I'm a product of Coral Springs, so I've been coming to this parade God knows how long. But I got to see you last year, and that was the beginning of this campaign that you started. And now, I mean, it's been started before all the swearing in. And just want to have a chance to talk about the influence and the community, and ultimately what we're trying to strive for.
Well, we are one. That is, I've been a community volunteer for so long, and one of the things that my daughter and I talked about tonight in being in the parade, I've been in the parade so many times. I was a parade marshal. I was here with my church. I was here with the Chamber of Commerce. My daughter, this was her second experience because she was Little Miss Coral Springs. Yeah, it was like 25 years ago. It was my brother's first time, but it was fun. It was so exciting to be able to, say hi to everybody and just say, hey, this is a great community. We're all one. And that's my favorite part.
I know it means a lot to the community, and we've had such an amazing opportunity. All the interviews that we've had tonight, left and right, such a diverse group of people, local businesses, charities, churches. Dan Daly had a chance to come on. We talked about Broward Health, Coral Springs, and trying to help out Watch for Your Kids, the whole campaign going on for drowning prevention in Coral Springs. So there's a lot going on in Coral Springs, and we want to get a chance to talk to you and the passion. Obviously, you talk about the passion behind it. What are some of the things that we can look forward to in the city of Coral Springs now, since the new commission is in? What are some of the things we can expect?
Well, again, I'm the new kid on the block.
Right.
I'm 1 month on the job,
awesome.
And my heart is definitely Coral Springs, and I want the best for all of us, and we'll always make the the best decision and the best choice for all of us. As far as the agenda, I will tell you that the first thing on the plate is the new City Hall. And there is so many different opinions, but my concern is the misinformation that's out there, that people need to be informed. And on December 17th, we'll all discuss it and we'll all come to a consensus. Because if there's one thing for sure, myself and all of the commissioners, we want the best for Coral Springs, and that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. Well, you're a product of Coral Springs, and that's the most important to think of when people look at city commissioners or anyone involved, is that we're all, like you said, we're one, and we're all in this together. So thank you so much for coming out tonight. And I see you're in the whole get up. What's the cold like for people? Our national audience, they keep laughing at us. I know they are, because they're like, there's no way it's cold. So help me out here. It is cold out.
Well, it was funny because tonight I brought a blanket, I brought gloves, I brought a parka, I brought the extra scarf. I'm in layers. So it was cold. I thought it was cold, but I didn't need the parka. Yeah. It was pleasant. It was very, very enjoyable. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we're always looking forward to the holiday parade. It means so much to this community. And as you can see tonight, we got to feature it live from wherever you are, whether it's local, whether it's national. We're glad that you can join us. City Commissioner Joy Carter, just a month in on the job, but it doesn't start there. It started since she's been part of this community, because we are one. And it's awesome to have you on here. And we're looking forward, the city is looking forward to some awesome things going on. And you can always make sure you check them out, coralsprings.org.
Yep.
Coralsprings.org. You can always check them out. Coralsprings.org. You can watch from the city TV.
Find everything that's going on.
Everything.
Absolutely. Everything that's going on is listed on coralsprings.org.
You can find anything that you need to know, and you will see definitely Joy Carter in more of these features on coralspringstv.org. We thank her so much for coming out, and we thank you for joining us tonight. And we're going to jump to a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to try and wrap this thing up again. All right? Stay with us. And I'm jumping back and forth, side to side, enjoying this feature so much. I get a chance to look through the TV right now. I'm looking through the glass, and the parade is running right now. Once again, this is Ryan Stout with coralspringstv.org. We want to jump right into it and just thank our sponsors for tonight. As you can see, we got a whole list of them on this banner. If you're on the website, you can check out everyone under. You just scroll down, you click on their logos. This is going to direct you right into their link. But once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Top Dog and M&L Insurance, supporting the coralspringstv.org. Next up, we got Top Dog on the list with some of our sponsors for tonight. And also, P&A Scott Brook, the former mayor of Coral Springs, is doing some outstanding things in the city of Coral Springs. Make sure you follow him at P&A. You can go to his website. You can follow him on website. If you don't keep up with him every day, it is something new. We got some amazing things going on. Project leadership, some outstanding things. And once again, we thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, I'm Ryan Stout. This is coralspringstv.org. And also, we don't want to forget Mitch Summer, Minute Marketing, doing all the videos and the promos for tonight's broadcast. You will be able to see all these features later on in the broadcast. And remember, it's not just live, it's recorded. So make sure you tune in. This parade is going to be up there all day long, all night long. You're going to be able to see it throughout everything that is going on. So once again, we thank you for joining us tonight from coralspringstv.org. We had an outstanding time here at the 2014 Holiday Parade, a diverse group of individuals that we were able to interview, from commissioners to charity to local businesses, and it is just an outstanding place to be. Wings Plus doing some great things. Make sure you tune in and you check Wings Plus out tonight. They got some great things going on. Ultimately, we're going to wrap this thing up. And from Coral Springs, Florida, the chill factor is still here. I know you're laughing at us. We're going to wrap this thing up. This is Ryan Stout from coralspringstv.org, watching the live Snow Much Fun Holiday Parade right off of Sample Road. We thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next time.